Philadelphia is known for having some very vocal fans, and nearly 70,000 of them are letting their voices be heard already. Welcome inside Lincoln Financial Field. Thanks for joining us, everyone. With my partner, Brock Huard, I'm Kate Scott. And like so many matchups in the NFL, Brock, our focus goes right to the quarterbacks in this one. Both of the... Two teams sitting above 500 in the early season, but only one will stay that way as we're off in week 4. This return starts at the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So here come the Chiefs, taking the field for their first drive of the game. Leading them out, someone who, Brock, I think needs less introduction than anyone in the NFL today. It's Patrick Mahomes.
A win is a win for him, whether he goes for 400 yards and 5 touchdowns, Kate, or maybe he just finds the end zone once like last week. And being the team-first guy he is, he'd be more than happy to end the game with just 1 touchdown pass, or maybe even no touchdown passes, so long as they get the win in the end.
Mahomes starting off with a throw. Throw secured by George Pickett. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. Throwing on first down, Mahomes. That throw finds Pickens. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Throwing is Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Travis Kelce. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Yellow.
First down throw, Mahomes. This one's caught. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Attack!
Throwing again, Mahomes. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ballgame.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you could go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation. It makes you wonder what's in store.
Extra point by Butker is up and good. And the Chiefs will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Butker on now to kick this one away. Here's a return from the 7. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. So here come the Eagles for their opening drive. They're led out by an incredible score through the air and on the ground. He was picked 53rd back in 2020. It's Jalen Hurts.
Just an all-around great performance from him last week, Kate, in the win. Those 2 touchdowns he had played a big part in the victory, no question. But so did keeping it clean, not throwing a pick. You want to become friendly with your own defense? Make sure they don't have any extra possessions to defend. He did his job, and so did his teammates.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Crowd love Yanni. Crowd love Yanni. Go, go.
First down throwing for Hurts. Toward the sideline, and he's got Leggett. And he'll head out of bounds at the opponent's 35. Give him 24 on that play. And on that last call, not sitting well with D'Amico Ryans. He's going to make them review it.
Play is under review.
So what we're all looking for here, did he secure the catch and maintain it while also getting both feet down?
Yeah, this is why it's a perfect look. This is why teams scout body control and field awareness for these pass catchers. For moments like this, he did not have much margin for error, and it happens oh so fast.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
All right, so that challenge is unsuccessful, but still a chance to earn a third one if their next challenge leads to an overturned call. Motioning one of the tight ends.
Go, go.
They run it with Saquon Barkley. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Go, go.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
63, 63, 63. Hey, easy, 63, 63, bang. Yo, touch.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. It's tipped away, and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down.
Well, Kate, that wasn't a fast enough break for the interception, but it was good enough and a good enough break to break on the ball, get a finger on it, and force the incompletion.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Has this at the 6. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. The Chiefs sending their offense out for the 2nd time this game. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air. So expect some tighter coverage this time around. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. To the air, Mahomes. That's Pickens with a catch outright. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. That's Nolan Smith there for the stop.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Here's 2nd and 7. Pass taken in by St. Brown. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Back to the air, Mahomes. That's complete, Isaiah Pacheco. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped.
Complete to Jared Wiley. A gain of 16 yards. And the first down, Chiefs.
So before they get the snap, second quarter about to get underway, and an opportunity to score here for the Chiefs. Again, Mahomes to throw. The throw is caught. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes...
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
And the Birds bring out the nickel look. Third down coming up. Man in motion here. Third and long for him here. Pacheco hauls it in. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
He specializes in salvage. Out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Up and good from Blankenship. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Return coming from the 6. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. The Eagles about set to get going for their second drive. And they take over down 10-3 following that score. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Back to throw, Hurts. This one delivered off target, Brock. That's incomplete.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Hurts now from the gun. Anticipated the quick staccato pass there. It's knocked away. Incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So they're left facing third and long. Operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Well, no look on his first look of the game. So that brings up fourth and long. The Eagles are in punt formation. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. No return on that punt. And the Chiefs will get set to go on offense. Ball at the 33 for first down. Mahomes. Pass complete to Wiley. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Second and 3 now. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. That pass is complete to Kelsey. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
They go play action. It's Mahomes. Has his man. It's Pacheco. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Third and a lone yard coming up.
Yellow.
Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. This one finds Kelsey. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
First and 10, it's Mahomes. He brings it in. And he drives this down to the 8 before going out. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now.
Yellow.
Another throw for Mahomes. And the defender comes away with it. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles have it now as he makes the 20th interception of his career.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting that first. Hurts. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. Big gain downfield. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. First down throwing for Hurts. And that's complete to Leggett. And he drives it close to the red zone before going out. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
Man, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the first down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
First and 10, here's Hurts. He finds Brown right side. And he'll go down here at the 16. Eagles hustling everyone back to the line.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Chiefs' 16-yard line.
Hurts throwing again. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Hurts with it on 3rd and short. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Philadelphia going to spend its second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
Great, set. There. Alpha. Delta.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete.
I'll tell you what that deflection right there, Kate, tells me. That defense was following and reading the quarterback's eyes. Knew exactly where that throw was going. And it takes a little bit of intuition, a little bit of feel. He's able to get his hands on it and knock it out of bounds.
Back now, pressure on its way. Escapes the pocket. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. So now, here's 3rd and goal.
Good, set. Call up Yeti.
Now Hurts. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So on 4th down, on comes the Eagles kicker, Jake Elliott, for the try. This only a chip shot from the right hash.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. Returning it from the 4. He's hauled down on what is the... First half. So we've arrived at halftime. The Chiefs with a lead so far on the road. Now we'll send you down the East Coast to our studios in Orlando. Jonathan Coachman and the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, we'll get back to you and Brock in a bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll begin just outside Washington at Commanders Field in Landover. And it's the Panthers who are out in front. The Panthers trying to finish that one off and claim victory. From there, we head over to the Windy City. Check on the Bears at home, Soldier Field. And they were losers in their ball game to the visiting Dallas Cowboys. Dak Prescott leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. Lastly, we head to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough to check on the Patriots. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. The Bengals trying to hold on and claim victory. With that, the two squads are headed out of the tunnel. So let's get you back out to Kay Scott and Brock Huard. These two teams making their final adjustments for the second half ahead. It's time to get back at it. For the call, let's rejoin Kay Scott and Brock Huard.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our third quarter. Butker on now to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. The Eagles and Saquon Barkley ready to take over once again. And he finds himself across an important benchmark for yards this season after that last drive. He stayed pretty busy this season, and the numbers show just that. First and 10 now from the 30.
Ready, set.
Barkley trying this up the gut. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Hurts setting up to throw. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
Well, that throw, Kate, pretty clean out of his hand. Just looked like it didn't get through the defense clean enough. Somebody tips it away and saves a potential completion.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. Taken in by Smith. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
On 1st down, Hurts. Legette's got it. And he gets him around 6 there. Trent McDuffie getting there for the stop.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. Into the secondary past the 40. And he gets this all the way to the 31-yard line. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the 2nd level and beyond.
They've got first down from the 31.
73.
Back to throw, Hurts. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Joshua Williams has it. And the Chiefs will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
That's so cool. He really did it all for him, didn't he? First he forced the turnover, and then he set them up in a better spot with a really nice return. Yeah, he had designs on doing the scoring for him, too. One more move, and he might have broken it for 6.
The Kansas City offense set to take the field. And it has been all about these defenses so far, Brock. Even into the 2nd half, we're still waiting for one of these offenses to take charge.
Yeah, what you're feeling, these defenses are making every yard tough, every first down tough, every series tough. And offensively, yeah, it's time to toughen up and maybe more importantly, sharpen up.
Throwing on first down, Mahomes. Can't connect over the middle, it's incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Couldn't connect on first, it's 2nd down. Slot man motioned over. A 2nd down run by Pacheco. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Kid, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
St. Brown there to bring it in. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. Brian Anger getting the call on the 4th down punt. And he's got a good chance to really stick him deep his first time out. He punted 4 times last week in the win, and his first of this week is away. So this one will go out of bounds, and they'll start the drive inside their own 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They've got a man in motion. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. This finds Smith. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
Great, set. Delta.
It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag.
Holding. Offense.
Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but cross the line there. That earns the holding penalty.
Great, set.
Hurts to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Here we go, 2nd and very long. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Hey! Duo left. Alpha. Crowd left Yeti. Crowd left Yeti. No touch.
Now Hurts on 3rd and long. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And he's brought down before the return gets far. 58 yards on the punt there. And it's going to be their football coming up. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Finds a seam down the middle. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. Here's a toss left side to Pacheco. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
These running backs love getting into the open field, and the best of them, they're not even looking at the man right in front of them. They're looking at that next level to get a chunk run like that.
From the red zone now. Buying some time left. He's on the move. And he protects himself with a slide there after a decent gain. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Running out of the gun with Pacheco. And he will get this to the end zone for a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs lengthen the lead at the end of the third. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. Butker with the extra point. And the Chiefs drive their lead to 11. Butker on now to kick this one away. Returnable from the 1. He'll have a long field ahead of him, partners. He's wrapped up shy of the 15. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Ready, set. Don't touch.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. This is reeled in by Leggett. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Don't touch that.
At the 20-yard line.
Don't touch.
Hurts now from the gun. He's on the move. He can run it. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a first.
And the Eagles first down.
Go Silver, ready?
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Don't touch.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. Able to get it to Barton. The ball is out! Oh, but the fumble goes out of bounds. Ooh, close call there. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10.
Out of bounds. The offense retains possession.
Don't touch.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He'll get this one to Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10.
Another Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Don't touch it.
Throwing here, Hurts. On the move, headed right. It's on the turf, the ball's out, he lost it. And this is picked up by the Chiefs. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
These fundamental details play the quarterback position, especially in the pocket. But you get loose, you make a nice little run, you get in the open field, you gotta have the fundamentals to tuck that ball away. QB doesn't, defender knocks it out. Huge turn of events.
And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. New set of downs for him from the 46.
Yellow.
First down, Kansas City.
Man in motion, out of the slot. 1st and 10, it's Mahomes. Big catch is made, and he got the feet in too. A gain of 27 yards there. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
Hey, 57, 50.
Running up the middle, Pacheco. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
And that run very short, only getting to the 27. Moving in the right direction that time, but only 2 yards picked up, so it's 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. He keeps those feet in and makes the catch. So on 4th down, the Chiefs field goal units and Harrison Butker headed out. It's on the right hash for this 39-yarder. Up and good from Blankenship. And that extends their lead to 14.
That kick, well, it throws a roadblock up on some of the remaining avenues to get back in this game and really leaves only one remaining. It's going to take 2 touchdowns if they want a shot at it. And we know those odds, they're getting pretty long.
And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. The Eagles and quarterback Jalen Hurts ready to go once more on offense. This will be the last play before our 2-minute warning.
No touch. Hey, Silver. No touch.
1st and 10. Here's Hurts. That's complete to Leggett. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Down a couple of scores, but still some time left and 3 timeouts as well. It's 1st and 10.
No touch.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. Fits it through the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
That's good for an Eagles.
Hurts setting up to throw. And the 1st down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete.
Well, QB put it pretty close to the sideline to begin with, and the defender, look at him, just put his little hand right out there. It just encouraged it to fall out of bounds.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's out of bounds, a little short of the 10. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. Down a couple of scores, but still some time left and 3 timeouts as well. It's 1st and 10. That's to his running back, Kenneth Gainwell. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. Eagles hustling everyone back to the line. Flush down out to his left. And he hits the end zone. Touchdown! I hope nobody left early, Brock, because we have still got a game. Wow, great work there by the quarterback. The play broke down. Didn't really have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, Brock, the best call he could have made.
Yeah, and you can do it in different ways in today's NFL, right? The Tom Brady's just recently retired. He did it with his brain. He did it with his mind. But you've got to be able to improvise, as you said. You got to be able to create when a play breaks down. And when you can put 6 on the board, man, does that infuse your offensive group with confidence.
He's got it. Looks like both feet were in, and that's going to get them 2 points. All right, Brock, they win empty. We all expected a pass was coming, and they do indeed go to the air and connect on that strike for 2.
Yeah, once you empty that backfield, it does certainly, Kate, alert that defense to pass. And then it comes down to disguise. It comes down to timing, especially on a 2-point with everything condensed. Well done by that offense to go get 2.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. A counter give here to Pacheco. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their 1st. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Right back to Pacheco. And he'll only drive this forward to around the 26. Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
It's Pacheco on 3rd. And he's going nowhere there. Add that to what's been a tough afternoon for him. The Eagles decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Kansas City sends out its punt team. And this is the 2nd time he's been brought on to kick it. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. He's got it at the 24. It's a nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. Looks like he might break it for a minute, but still a good 14 yards on the return. And the Eagles will take possession. He'll look to throw it. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. So it's a win for the visiting Chiefs. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with the victory.